Alright, hello guys. Today we're doing a video here. Good news is I had towing. Bad news is my car broke down and I suspect that it is the fuel pump. This is a 2000 Chevy Camaro. It's a V6 3.8 base, 106,000 miles. It's a convertible and just died in the middle of the intersection. Um, I did the test. It's not getting fuel, but we're going to show you exactly. So I'm gonna try to start the car, and then you'll listen to it. You'll be able to listen to it. Then I'm gonna put starting spray in the intake, and then you'll hear the difference. So we're gonna do that first. We're gonna start the car with nothing in it. Try to start the car. So as you can see, we had a crank, but no start. We're gonna take the Prestone starting spray, put it in the throttle body here, the intake. And you'll definitely be able to hear the difference. So you'll hear it try to turn over. We put a little bit more in there, so I don't think I got enough. Try it one more time here. So a little bit, it was doing it, it was turning over a little bit more yesterday, but how do I know it's a fuel pump? I did it yesterday and the car tried to turn over, but I'm pretty sure it's the fuel pump because I could hear noises coming from the car. I was able to hear noises coming from the tank for a while. Also, a couple other things. Hard starts in the morning. Battery's been tested and charged, so we know that's good. But yeah, definitely. And then we have a P0446 event valve code, which also involves the little vent valve on top of the gas tank. Already replaced the purge valve and the cap that did nothing, but there's definitely something going on fuel wise, because this thing just died in the middle of the intersection. So most likely a fuel pump. So with that being said, now we need to know, what am I going to cut my losses for on this? And I'll go over, like I said, this is a 2000 Chevy Camaro with 106,500 miles. I've only had it for a year, and in that year, I'll try to see if we can show you, we have replaced brand new alternator, new tensioner belt, new belt tensioner, new water pump, oil pressure switch. I did the PCV valve, so I did that. The battery is from 2021, so that was replaced from the previous owner. Upper and lower rad hoses. And then we'll go over here. The previous owner had replaced the top. This is a new top, and the window regulators. And then a brand new catalytic. We also had a catalytic converter done, so they put in a brand new catalytic converter. The weird thing is I asked the mechanic to give back the old one just to get some money back, and I took it to a scrap yard, and they said this is an aftermarket cat. So this thing already had the catalytic converter replaced probably before 100,000 miles. So why it needed to be replaced, was it theft or was it just normal wear and tear? But I mean, catalytic converters should last more than 100,000 miles, so I don't know if there's something else going on. It does have leather seats. The leather seats are in pretty good condition. Not a whole lot of scratches and cuts in them. But now we'll talk about what needs to be done. Obviously, we have a crank but no start condition, most likely because of a fuel pump. I mean, I could test the battery, but yesterday, I didn't hear it as well today, but I put starting spray in yesterday, and it tried to, turn over a little bit more. But like today, it wasn't. But I'm fairly certain it's the fuel pump, just based on the noises and the things that I hear. I've also have a faulty gas gauge, so I don't know how much gas is in the car. And that was the first thing I did. I was at the gas station, I put gas in, and that did nothing. And I didn't get a gauge light saying I was low on gas. Another thing that's wrong with it, this is the next biggest issue, is we have, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, I'm going to try to prop the laptop over here, but we've got a bad heater hose here where my hand is, if you can see it. It's hard, I'm using my laptop here. But I've got a hose that's very weak, and the tape is, that's all I, been able to do is tape it. You cannot get a replacement OEM part. They do not make this anymore. You have to fabricate it, and it's just out of my skill set. Same with the fuel pump, because so if I do the fuel pump on this car, I need to see what's going on in the gas tank. I don't want to just do a trap door, which is the easiest way, and not fix the other issues. If I fix the fuel pump, then the filter has to be replaced as well, and the vent valves. So you'd want to do all of that at once. It does have an oil leak. It is leaking oil from the bottom, or some kind of fluid. I tried to use Lucas Stop Leak, and that's not seeming to work. So, yeah, it's just that's not either. So it does have a lot of cosmetic issues as well. That wasn't a big concern. I just want a running car, and it's just been so we'll go over some of those. So we need to replace the whole driver's side door. The previous owner had the regulators replaced. However, both of them have seemed to fail. The driver's side first, we had the pulley and the motor and everything replaced, and then it still didn't want to work. And then shortly after that, the door latch stopped working. That's another part you can't find. I went to a junkyard, I got one, put it in. It lasted for like 3 weeks, and then it stopped working again. Heater stopped working on the car, so there's no heat. I don't know if maybe that has to do with that leaking heater hose. It does have some clear coat. It probably needs a new paint job. And there's just, just from normal years of wear and tear. Tail lights fell off. So the little, these things just fell off. This one came off first, and then this one came off second. I mean, I just saw them like that one day. It's just probably because they're old. It's a 25-year-old car. We got some more clear coat over here. I would say the tires probably need to be replaced in the next year or so. The tires are dated. They have a date stamp from 2017. And then the passenger side door, the window, rolled it down, didn't want to come back up. So that is not working either. But interior-wise, you've got good leather seats. That's probably the most valuable thing on the interior. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that this is a fuel pump issue. because I put starting spray in it yesterday and it turned over. It didn't do it this time, but yeah, I just don't know. Somebody wants to let me know what they think this car is worth. As it is, I'm probably just going to cut my losses on it. But yeah, I figured I'd make a video, and then you guys could let me know if there's any value here at all.